So hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is lecture number 4 of relations and functions. Okay, so in today's lecture, actually, we'll be learning about what is relations and yeah, basically do a example. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. So first, on the relations. So what do you mean as suppose see if I'm telling that relation, I'm asking you the relation defined from set A to set B. Set A to set B, which means suppose if it's like a relation defined from set A to B, set A to set B, or such that A to B. What it means? It means that this is there, right? This one, it actually tells that it is subset. Remember this, it is subset of set A cross B. This is subset of set A cross B. Okay, so you guys all know that what is subset of set A cross B. Like, what do you guys know how to calculate A cross B? Okay, so I've taught you in the last lecture. Okay, so next point, relation defined from set B to set A. Like now, in this point, many people are you didn't tell what is the definition of relations and all. See, from the name only you can understand, right? Relation means, what is relation? You know what is relation, right? Like, even you have come up to see, I have basically, you have come up to 11th class, and now if you don't know what is the simple definition of relation, that relation means, see, suppose what is the relation between you and some of your school friend, the relation is friend, like that. Okay, so now relation defined from set B to set A are such that B to A, it means, what does it mean? This subset of set B cross A. Set B cross A, how to calculate set B cross A? You already know that. Now, relation defined from relation defined, sorry, not from, relation defined on set A. What is the relation defined on set A? See, this is not defined from, this is defined on set A. So defined on set A means R such that A to A. It means that this one is subset, this one is subset of set A cross A, subset of set A cross A. Okay, so I guess that's it. Now let's move on to an example. Okay, let's move on to the example. So before moving on to the example, I would like to apologize for the background noise. Okay, as usual, the construction is going on. So example, suppose I'm taking set A is 1 comma 2, set B is 1 comma 3. So now I need you to pause the video and calculate what is A cross B. Okay, so what is A cross B? you need to calculate. If you don't know, just turn the page and see that where have you written how to calculate a cross b. So the main thing is that while you're listening to this lecture, just don't listen. This is a maths lecture, so you need to take a pen and paper and solve and write the theory parts and all. Okay, so that it will be easy for you to revise during your exams. Okay, so now a cross b. I hope you solved this video. So now a cross b, how to calculate a cross b means a is written first, so which means I will write the elements of a first and then b. Okay, so 1 comma 1, 1 comma 3, then 2 comma 1, 2 comma 3, 2 comma 1 and 2 comma 3. Okay, so now tell me what is the number of elements in set A cross B. 1 2 3 4. Number of elements in set A cross B is 4. Okay, so which means number of elements in set A cross B is 4, which means that number of subsets, which means you can calculate how number of subsets of A cross B, number of subsets of set A cross B, you know that, right? How? 2 to the power n, where n is the number of elements, so 2 to the power 4, 2 to the power 4, which means 16. So there are 16 subsets of set A cross B. Okay, so now let's write suppose let's write any subset. Okay, let's write any subset. Any subset. So suppose the subset 1 is 1 comma 1, then 2 comma 1, r2 1 comma 3, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 3, r3. Suppose let's take r3 as an empty relation, that is null set. Okay, so why have written like this? Okay, so now in this point of the video, I would like to explain you a new concept, that is arrow diagram. That is arrow diagram. What is arrow diagram? So I would like you all to listen with full concentration. Okay, so what is arrow diagram? Suppose, see, it's just arrow diagram is nothing but just representing the subsets in a pictorial form. Okay, so suppose I wanted to represent this subset in arrow diagram. Just arrow diagram is nothing but not just telling about the subset, but it is actually the pictorial representation of a subset is nothing but Venn diagram. But the pictorial representation, like how to show the relation between two sets, like if you want to show the relation between A and B in a pictorial form, then you use arrow diagram. Okay, so here suppose this is set A, you should always represent it with the oval, and this is set B, this is A, B, A and B. Okay, so now what are the elements in set A? 1, 2. What are the elements in set B? 1, 3. Okay, so now here I'm actually trying to represent the arrow diagram for R1. I'm actually trying to represent the arrow diagram for R1. Okay, so see, these are the elements of set A, and these are the elements of set B. Okay, so set A and set B, just see the first bracket. Okay, so 1 comma 1, which means this one is of set A and this one is of set B. So see, this one of set A is with the another one of set B, which means I can represent it like this. The one of set A is with the one of set B. And then next one, see, 2 comma 1, which means that the element 2 in set A is in relation with the element 1 in set B. So which means I will represent it like this, 2 comma 1. Okay, 1 comma 1, 2 comma 1. Okay, So this is all actually. So since we are writing the subsets for a cross b, which means this is all for a to b only. Okay, so yeah, this is for 1 comma 2 and 1 comma 3, 1 comma 1, 2 comma 1. Okay, this is how we represent the r1 relation in array diagram. Okay, so I'll make it more clear for you guys by drawing the arrow diagram for this too. Okay, so arrow diagram, what you should do: set a, set b, write the elements under set a. You should not write 1 2 2, no, just see here what are the elements under set a. 1 2, set b 1 3, 1 3. Now arrows. So see, in r2 1 is with 3. Okay, so 1 is with 3, which means draw it like this: 1 with 3. See again, 2 with 1, 2 with 1, then 2 with 3 also, so which means 2 with 3 also. That's how you represent it. Okay, this is an empty relation. Okay, this is an empty relation. How do you represent an empty relation? You just write set a and set b like this, and you don't represent any arrow marks. Okay, so that's how you represent it in arrow diagram. I'll explain it to this once again, this part. Okay, so see, this one is of set a, one of set a element is with the element 3 of set b, which means that it is one is related to 3, one is related to 3. Next, this 2 of set a element is with the 1 of set b element, so 2 is related to 1, 2 is related to 1. And then 2 of set a element is with the 3 of set b element, which means 2 is related to 3. Okay, so that's how we do it. So now I would like to give you a homework. R4, this is a simple one. Okay, just draw the arrow diagram for 1 comma 3 and 2 comma 1. Just draw the arrow diagram for 1 comma 3 and 2 comma 1. Okay, so just draw the arrow diagram, and that I hope you, this is same as this one. Okay, so just point the arrow mark like that. Okay, so and do one more homework also, that is r5 1 comma 1, 1 comma 3, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 3. This is 2 comma 1 and 2 comma 3. Okay, so this is a universal relation. Universal relation all the time. Okay, so now just draw the arrow diagrams for these two. Okay, so yes, that's it for today's video. In the next lecture we'll be learning about what is domain, range and codomain of relations. Domain, range and codomain of relations. Okay, so that's it with this video, and I hope you understood all the concepts which I taught to you today. If you understood, then please do like the video, share it with your friends, and please do subscribe to my channel. And I'm always looking to improve. Okay, so if you have any constructive criticism, and if you are like, please improve here, okay, like that. So if you want to mention like that, then please do feel free to mention it in the comment section. And if you have any doubts, then please feel free to ask it in the comment section. Okay, so I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching.